Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am doing a one brand first impression, I guess you can call this video. It's a brand that I just discovered from Dollar General. It's called Believe Beauty. So yeah, I'm not gonna make this intro super long, so if you guys want to see what I thought about the brand and my first impression of everything that I tried from the brand, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I went to Dollar General today and I grabbed a whole bunch of makeup. They have a new line called Believe, and I've heard and I've seen people talk about it a little bit, not too much. I had one in there not too long ago and I saw that they had it, but I didn't really pay attention to it. So everything was $5 or less. So I grabbed a whole bunch of stuff so I could do a full face of just this makeup and see how it performs and see if it's worth it, because $5 foundation is honestly amazing. Just gonna start pulling things out and just apply as I go. So the one thing I think I didn't get was just primer, and the reason why I didn't get primer is because I'm not too crazy about primer, so I figured I can do without primer. So I'm just gonna apply in order as I would normally my makeup. So the first thing that I would do is foundation. So I got this foundation. It's called Skin Finish Foundation, medium to full coverage, and I got this in the color Neutral Tan. So to apply this, I also saw that they had a few brushes. They didn't have a lot, but they did have this foundation brush. It looks very similar to my Morphe M439 brush, which I love so much. I picked it up because I also wanted to try brushes, because I figure it'd be good to also review their brushes. This is what the brush looks like. It feels amazing actually. And I also saw they had a beauty sponge. Okay, you know what I'll do half my face with a sponge and half my face with the brush. So we got it damp. Wow, it blew up. It's huge. You want the sponge to be damp but not like oozing out water, so I'll just take a towel and I'll just squeeze it a few times in there. Oh my god, for $5 and you get a pump? Yes. So I'm just gonna do one pump in the back of my hand. So I'm gonna do this half of my face with the brush and then this half with the sponge. Okay, I'm actually gonna just dot this on. Okay, so I just used that whole pump for this side of my face, and I'm just gonna stipple this on. So I'm not gonna like smear it. I'm just gonna pat it on. And I have like Jupiter and Mars in my forehead, so don't mind that. I do really like how it looks. It really looks smooth, but like all the red stuff that I had, it's still showing, so I don't think it did a very good job at that. So I'm just gonna do one whole other pump, and I'm taking the sponge and I'm gonna take the back side of the sponge and I'm just gonna dab this on my face. So that was one whole pump for this side and one pump for this side, and now I'm gonna do the same thing with the sponge. It's a little chalky white. I think I would just have to mix this with another one a little darker, but it's not too bad. So it covered up my pimples, but not as much as I would want. But honestly, this finish is like perfect because it's just not super heavy. So I think I prefer the brush application because I feel like I got more coverage on this side rather than on this side. They're both similar, but I don't know, I think the coverage on this side was a little bit better. Now I'm gonna take another pump, and I just want to see if I could build this up without it looking cakey. So I'm just going to take the brush again and I'm just going to dab this on. Okay, I feel like I did get more coverage. Now I feel like I look like a ghost on camera. So I really like this finish. And also I really like this this brush. For a $350 brush, are you kidding? So next I got concealer, and I got it in light beige. This I'm just gonna apply regularly. Yeah, I don't like the smell of it. It's not nothing crazy. It's not like a deal breaker, but it's not my cup of tea. So now I'm gonna use the flat side. The concealer is not, I don't think it's terrible. I feel like, first of all, I needed a lighter color, I feel like. I just feel like it didn't do anything. So I got the Believe Beauty Matte Blur Loose Powder. I was gonna get translucent, but I got it in medium and light medium, just because like translucent can give you flashbacks. So I've learned to kind of get a powder with like color, so that way when you apply and you wipe it off, it doesn't leave a white cast. I'm gonna put a little bit of powder on the top. So I'm gonna take some on my sponge and I'm just gonna set where I put concealer. Well, I'm gonna set my whole face basically. Okay, and I actually did get a powder brush. And now I'm just gonna use this to set my entire face. I'm just gonna pat this on. Wow, I look like a white ghost. Casper, is that you? I mean, I feel like I look like I have a mask on, but maybe it's just me. It feels super, super smooth. Okay, so I'm just gonna set everything that I did so far so that the powder can melt in with the liquid. And they did have a setting spray, and it's the Makeup Perfecting Setting Spray. So I'm just gonna spray this before moving on. Wow. Pretty nice. Really, 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 really love the way this smells. So exciting. They had an eyebrow pencil, and I got mine in dark brown, and I really, 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 really hope that I like this one. And it has a spoolie. Can't beat that for $4.50. Okay, I'm just gonna brush them down. This is too creamy. Maybe I would do this one before foundation. No, I do not like this. This looks like a crayon. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this is intense, and I would not recommend this. I'm using the spoolie just to blend it all out. So I'm just gonna leave them like that. So this is my before, after. I don't think they look terrible after I blended it, but it is way too intense. I just feel like I'm using a crayon. Honestly, I would use this like when I'm in a rush, because I feel like you can just outline, draw your line on the top and then draw your line on the bottom. Just outline your brows, and then you could just use the spoolie to fill in super quick, and since it's so intense, it'll fill in super nicely. So then I also got the eyebrow styling gel, and I got this one in dark brown, and it's a really tiny, this is actually really, really nice because it's super tiny. It makes it super easy for you to get in there. It looks like I don't like it. That's a freaking mess. Now I feel like I look ridiculous. Okay, next I'm gonna go move on to eyeshadows, and they did have an eyeshadow brush, so I picked up the blending eyeshadow brush. And so for eyeshadow, I picked up the Nearly Nude palette. I'm gonna do a very simple look. It's actually really late in the day. I'm not going anywhere, so we really only have two mattes. So we have this dark matte and then this light matte, so it's like for a brow bone, and then this is for like a crease, but we don't have a transition color because these are all shimmers. So I don't really know what to do because I don't want to use another palette. So I guess I'm just going to go right in with this one. I'm just going to try to blend it out as much as I can. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that. Take a few dabs. And I'm just going to blend this in my crease. I'm just going to try to blend it as much as I can so that it doesn't look super dark. And then I'll just keep building up. I'm just staying right in the crease, just deepening it up. And I'm actually going to just bring this right down to my lower lash line. So I'm going to use the like orangey color, orangey shimmer color. And I'm going to pop this on my lid with my finger. Oh, wow. Okay. I really like that. And with my Morphe E36 brush, I'm taking this like light champagne color, and I'm just going to apply this to my inner corner for some highlight. For my brow bone, I'm just going to use this MAC 242 brush, and I'm taking that bone color, and I'm just going to pop this on my brow bone. I'm going to go back, I'm going to go in with that same color that we used for the inner corner, and I'm going to pop that on my brow bone as well. And then I'm going to go back to my Believe blending brush. I'm just going to blend that so that it's not too harsh. So I'm just going to finish the other eye off camera, and I'll be right back to finish. Okay, so the eyes are done. Next, I got this Volumen Eyes Mascara. I got it in Intense Black. I'm going to curl my eyelashes. This is what the brush looks like. So I'm just going to apply to my bottom lashes first, and then to my top. So far, I think that's a really pretty good mascara for $4. So that's what it looks like. Okay, so next I'm just gonna move on to the final step, which is contour, blush, and highlight. And they did have them all separately, but I just wanted to get this palette because I figured this is just good to, like, if you want to travel, stick it in your bag, in my makeup bag. It's easier to travel with one palette that has all three rather than traveling with each one separately. I know, because that's currently what I do. And I got mine in medium deep, and yeah, they didn't have brushes for this, so I'm just going to use my own brushes. I'm going to use the Real Techniques sculpting brush for the bronzer. The bronzer actually has shimmer in it. Next, I'm just gonna take my Morphe M509 for the blush. I'm gonna take some on because we don't know how pigmented it is. I'm just taking a little bit. Okay, and then for highlight, I'm taking the ColourPop F5 brush. And again, just a little bit at a time. Oh. Oh wow, that is super, super pretty. I want to see what happens if you use their setting spray with it. Oh yeah. That is amazing, and that setting spray smells bomb. Definitely 10 out of 10 would recommend this. I'm definitely gonna replace everything that I have with just this because I love everything in it. The only thing I'm not too crazy about is the contour, but I think it's fine. So this is what the contour and the highlight look like, and now I feel like I did give myself a little bit, like I darkened my face up a little bit, which now I feel like I match a little more. So I mean, the foundation wasn't bad at all, and this looks really good. The one thing that I did almost forget was that I did get this black eyeliner and Caviar. Oh, it's retractable. Okay, it is retractable. I feel like this might be a little bit too creamy, but I'm just gonna apply this on my waterline. Oh yeah, that's really dark. I'm also gonna tight line, so I'm just gonna lift up. I haven't done this in so long. I actually feel like I forgot all about this step. Wow, loves it. The last thing that I got was a liquid lipstick. This is a Velvet Matte liquid lipstick in Foxy. That doesn't look bad at all. I just don't know how it's gonna dry. And now to lock this all in, I'm just gonna go in again with my setting spray, and I'm just gonna spritz this all over. I truly just love the way this smells. Oh, it smells so bomb. So this is it. This is the final look. I think it looks awesome. I'm very satisfied. So my final thoughts on this brand, I am super impressed. I would 10 out of 10 recommend everything that I got. Although I wasn't too crazy about the eyebrow pencil, it actually didn't look bad. It worked out really good. And the eyebrow gel, I'm not too crazy about it, but I feel like you just have to kind of learn how to work with it a little bit. I would probably just apply that next time, like on the outer parts and not on the inner parts, because I feel like this eyebrow looks a little janky. I think my favorite out of everything was the contour palette. This is just so convenient because it's 3-in-1. The brushes were bomb. Yeah, I would say these are high-end quality. I wouldn't say that they're not, and honestly they don't even look like they're drugstore. I'm super impressed. I think everything except the concealer. I think the concealer I wasn't too, I don't know if I just maybe should go and pick up a lighter color. I just feel like it didn't really cover up much. Like I could have probably did without concealer and just did the foundation, but the foundation is A1. This foundation looks great on my skin. It's not cakey. It doesn't feel cakey. It's medium to full coverage like it says, and it's also buildable, so I really love it. And you get a pump with this foundation. Like, are you kidding? And this liquid lip is actually really good. It's actually a really good formula. It's not super drying, so like it feels kind of like a cream. Definitely love their liquid lipsticks. I will be picking up more. It's not patchy. I don't know, I think they had a red, so I have to try out the red, but it's not patchy at all. And the mascara I actually really love. Everything that I tried from this collection was good. I'm super happy that I found them, so I would definitely recommend this brand. But yeah, so if you're in Dollar General, if you have a Dollar General near you, if you see this brand, Believe Beauty, definitely pick them up. I hope you guys enjoyed this full face first impression review video thing. Yeah, and let me know if there's any other brand you guys want me to review from any other store. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.